Gordon? All right. So we had a project in our class that we had to be grouped with individuals and discuss a topic, and our topic was LGBTQ rights. So just in my research, I did three main topics. One of the adopted kids, them facing bullying, harassment after being adopted by same-sex unions. Not only that, but just the rights. In certain states, they actually recognize such unions, and if a same-sex union was recognized, say for instance Louisiana, and other states, if they would relocate, the issues and concerns that they may be faced with then. For instance, David Allen in 2009, their video that he posted on YouTube that I used for my research was particularly about a couple that were united in a state where same-sex unions were recognized. They actually recognized same-sex union adoption. They adopted this child, relocated to a state where it was not recognized, and later decided to part ways. So that left the adopted child and the legal legalities of the adoptions. What parent was going to get the child. They both fought for the child. Well, in the court, because that state did not recognize same-sex unions, they threw it out. They weren't, so then at the same time, you still left with the child to care for. So after they appealed the decision, they went back to court. The appeal level of the courts, they know you have to address it. So then again, this goes into decisions that same-sex union. And I guess in other situations or other marriages, same-sex, heterosexual relationships, you still face those same situations. However, when you're dealing with a state that recognizes a union versus that doesn't recognize a union, you have to take into consideration those, you have to take into consideration those possibilities. So that's a challenge when you look into same-sex unions, as well as, again, the bullying and the challenges that the child may have to endure, by their peers. A lot of times kids are cruel, and once they find out the parents, sexuality or sexual orientation, they use that as a target towards the child. So again, I think I'm not saying that I'm against LGBTQ or their rights or their decisions and their orientation, but when a child is concerned, I think just the parents, the adults in the situation, being properly educated and able to handle situations that the child may be faced with, such as bullying, if that's undergoing counseling or whatever the case may be. Because believe it or not, nowadays more and more kids being bullied leads to so much other issues that the child endures that, unfortunately, you hear some cases of suicide amongst children, and as a parent, you may not understand or know what that child is going through. So just being properly educated, counseled, and advised on the situation as far as adoption, whether it be homosexuality, heterosexuality, or sexual origin, I think that would be most of one of the concerns of mine in regards to adoption. Any questions? Okay. Well, thank you guys for being a part of my video today. This is this is part 3 or 4 of our project that is due. I'll follow up on my title of the video once submitted. Thank you.